As farmers and food producers, COVID taught us a lot of things. We learned a lot about resiliency and compassion and just keeping our people safe. And then we also found ourselves in the spotlight, as all farmers did as we worked to feed a world during a global pandemic. And for the first time, we were known as essential workers. That was a title we wore with pride, alongside a lot of others, including nurses and police officers and linemen and food industry workers and grocery store clerks and people that really kept the world working during a very difficult time. As we worked to ensure we provided care to animals that feed a hungry world, our eyes were open to a sector that we relied on in order to do our jobs. And that's a sector that's rarely recognized, but it's our amazing daycare providers.
You know, we watched the news and saw the hardships that have come with the high costs of running a daycare and finding staff to fulfill those needs. And while we were going through our own struggles, we realized how vital daycares were to farmers. We had such a strong connection and reliance on one another, and it was actually Natalie, Jake, and Henry who stepped in and knew exactly what we could do. They planned a unique gift, a toy box for children that celebrates all things agriculture. 1, to help offset the costs of new toys, and 2, to help uplift and recognize caregivers that are so essential to farmers. And they did it in the most unique way. Toys that are best suited for the littlest of children, that are durable, they're fun, they're interactive, and of course they all have the theme of agriculture.
Agriculture runs deep into the roots of Iowa. It's the livelihood of not just us here at Iowa Select Farms, but of many of our donors in this room and many people who need it to put food on the table. And one of our favorite farmers that we love to talk about is Lawrence Hansen, who is Jeff's father and Natalie's grandfather and Henry's great-grandpa. For those who knew Lawrence, they knew how much he loved farming, just as many of you do. And so that's why it was essential to have his 1976 4430 John Deere tractor as a part of the Little Farmer Toy Box. His tractor was restored by Jeff and his brothers. Henry and his team were able to find that tractor, a replica of it, to put it in the Little Farmer Toy Box, to pass on to the next generation of family farmers, a tribute to one of our favorite farmers, Lawrence.
Nominations for rural daycares poured in from employees, contractors, suppliers, and communities who wanted to show their gratitude to those who provide a safe and caring learning environment for their children. And the nominations were so heartfelt, and we were honored to be able to deliver 100 toy boxes into daycares spanning 43 communities. Here at Iowa Select Farms, we say that our farms are the brick and mortar of our business, and our daycares are the brick and mortar of our people. And without daycares, our people would not have stable environments to leave their children, to come to work, and to take care of the animals.
Having a steady person in a place to take care of your kids and be able to come to work and do what you needed to do was super important. So I think that their work is amazing, and we're so thankful for all they do for us. So be able to recognize them and give these kids something new, and that moment of excitement of opening the gifts, and those moments they don't really get. So I think that this is wonderful.
It means a lot. We typically can't usually afford toys, and the things that we get donated usually are used and don't last very long at all. So it means a huge thing to our kids.
I love it. Get away from the technology, they learn more, they get to learn to be dirty, be happy.
This is our way, Henry's way of saying thank you to all the people who raise their hand and say yes every single day to helping farmers do what we need to do, and that's farm.